Capricorn. All right. I got to get this out. So I was leaning into your energy and music was playing and I was doing this stuff and I have been listening. I've been in like a really like nostalgic place, randomly listening to a lot of like older or music that I listened to when I was a kid. And so tonight I was listening to my best friend and I, my best friend since third grade. We have a running like mutual playlist that like I can add songs and she can add songs, and it's just amazing actually. And so I was playing that playlist and I was hoping by Alanis Morissette came on, and there's this line that I felt like is real poignant for you guys in Virgo season. It's your girl Jay. Hey Capricorn. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2022. All right, and so Virgo is like the octave of Earth before you guys. You guys are the highest octave of Earth, and Virgo is like the Taurus that has started to get, finally started to get their shit together, is actively, getting their shit together, actively active in their ascension, in their pursuit, in their climb to ascend and become the Capricorn energy. Anyway, so the line was, or it's not just a line, so hold with me. We left the restaurant where the head waiter in his 60s said, "Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your business, sir. You're successful and established, sir. We like the frequency with which you dine here, sir, and your money." And when I walked by, he said, "Thank you too, dear. I was all pigtails and cords." And then there was a day where I would have said something like, "Hey, dude, I can buy and sell this place, so kiss it. I too once thought I was owed something." I too once thought I was owed something. And I hate that I had to say it because I love singing that line. Actually, it's just so fun. But, welcome to Virgo season. In Virgo season, we refine, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Over there, we do the Patreon plunge where we clarify every card. Essentially, the extended, as low as $8 a month. Check it out. You can cancel anytime. For daily content, check out my Instagram at justj_everything. TikTok at justjeverything. That's where the best shit is. And for other dope shit that I do, my website and scheduling and whatnot, justjeverything.com. I do suggest that you watch. It's funny, at Capricorn, I talked about this today. Be sure to watch. You're gonna watch this when it comes out, when I launch it in the beginning of Virgo season. Watch this shit again at the end of Virgo season and see how different a reading it is. I'm like going to start reminding you guys to like push that, because yes, you get the vibe, but you really get the vibe when you're in preparation for the next season. And so I do feel like that would be really wise for you all to start doing. In Virgo season, this is a time to really make sure that you're acting from a place of passion and not pressure. I'm not taking anything. Cards have just been extra freaking jumpy. And it's funny, as I said that, it's like do more, talk less. And so I definitely just want to give you guys, it's Virgo season. I think you guys enjoy the details. You will enjoy the details. Actually, with the sun going into Virgo, there is this highlight on the attention to detail, analysis, service, practicality, doing things the right way, as of August 22nd especially. And this is a time to really channel your inner Beyonce, but also really tap into your discernment. There is a time and place for everything. And this season is all about do more, talk less. We kick off this season also with Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, exalted in Virgo. And so I do feel like there is a mental clarity, a actual clarity, a heightened articulation that you're going to be able to experience that I feel like is important to take advantage of. That's just how I'll word that. But on August 24th, I'm telling everyone this, Uranus retrogrades in Taurus, and it came through as like fear factor. There's definitely some like upheavals that are coming through that you're gonna have to like face your fears. It's time to really like look at everything, redirect everything in some sort of way, Capricorn. And I feel like there's nothing that's coming your way that you can't handle. And that's where I meant that, like channeling your inner Beyonce. And it's funny that line from that song. And then there was a day where I would have said something like, hey dude, I can buy and sell this place, so kiss it. I too once thought I was owed something. I was hoping. Anyways, I was hoping we could challenge each other. Who's challenging you, Capricorn? And there is a challenge to get better. When you know better, you do better. On August 27th, we have the new moon in Virgo, and this is very much so a time to plant seeds in your life in regards to how to unwind and acknowledging where are you too tightly wound versus where do you need to tighten up. I do feel like this is a fellow Earth season, so you definitely would be benefited by way of like connecting into your physical body, tapping into that energy. On September 5th, Venus goes into Virgo, and it's very attracting in people who help, attracting in service, attracting in better health, attracting in work, jobs, opportunities that you like, that you want. So it's time to, because Venus attracts, I feel like it's time to get really specific about what you want. And we've been talking about that. And making sure that you do your part. Not just taking what comes your way or taking what you can get. On September 9th, we have Mercury that retrogrades into Libra. And Mercury will retrograde back into exaltation into Virgo. And exaltation just means that the planet is functioning at like its high, like it's on 10. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And so I do feel like there is this leveling out in regards to I balance versus I analyze. And I feel like that would be really good for you to pay attention to. On September 10th, we have the full moon in Pisces. And this is a big like call to like get weird. Let shit get weird. Really like get out of your head, get out of your even body, where it's just like it's time to remember you're a spirit having human experiences. And I feel like your focus on the 3D and your reliance on the 3D is going to, it will not be of service to you during those, you know, especially those 2 weeks of the full moon in Pisces. Hydrate, light it if you got it. Get some sweet grass for that ass. Because we are expressing our deepest gratitude to our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thank you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2022. Pull out the big guns, break it on out. Lean in, take some time. Unwind with me. I really want these to be short and efficient, but I haven't been getting that. I would really love for this to be under 45 minutes. We're going to get what we need. We have all the time in the world. Time is an illusion. And that's something that I feel like, ooh, even as I'm telling you to like disconnect from the humanness, disconnect from the 3D, it's like I'm even able to like kind of do it. Where it's just like letting go the very linear constraint, like confines, the constraints of this simulation. The way that, you know, oh, I've got to accomplish this. It's just like there are no words, there are no letters, there are no numbers, everything is real and everything is fake, and we have created this spectrum and this scale to I think help ourselves comprehend and appropriately dumb down our humanness. It's like we're here to be human, so we're just, I don't even know why this human thing is coming through, where there is maybe just like something about getting out of your fucking head. Getting out of your body, like letting yourself, if that comes by way of psychedelics, you know, I ain't a doctor, I just know shit. And, you know, if you already have like medications that you're on, definitely like talk to your doctor and all that stuff before you attempt anything. But for some of you seasoned vets, I feel like it'd be a good time for you to dive in. Tap into the ether. All right. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo season 2022. Well, I felt it as it flipped over. First card out is the Death card. Who do you want to become, Capricorn? Your ruling planet is still retrograde, and honestly, things are not going to be shifting until November for you guys. Like the dust doesn't settle until around October, November for you guys. I feel like Scorpio season is going to be very important to you. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements that's very important to you or that's coming in, but it feels like there is a profound ending. What needs to end? Whoo, yeah, there's a Scorpio coming, all right. Or a profound conversation or some altercation, some real, like some like really intense realization, both Scorpio cards. And actually, I'm not surprised to see this because Pluto is retrograde in your sign until October. And so that's why I'm saying your ruling planet, Saturn, is retrograde in Aquarius. So you're getting all kinds of tests by way of your friends, by way of your collective, your family, your, you know, your family, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams are being tested. I also feel like the way you innovate, the way you think outside the box is being challenged. There's something about moving forward. There is a big time turning of the back. There is a need to really understand what's your relationship to change. When things start to change and evolve. Do you freak out? Do you think and expect the worst? There is some call to action. Yeah, you're being called. Wow. I really want to take this. You're being called to persevere. You're being called to move forward. But I'm going to see what comes out. Two of Swords. Yeah. The metamorphosis comes because the metamorphosis is the byproduct of your willingness to put your defenses down. No more willful blindness. Especially if it involves a Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Or maybe someone else with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. There also could be this feeling left out. There could be a lot of isolation or loneliness or something about like feeling on the other side or feeling left out in the cold in some sort of way. I feel like there is an ending to some of you are like finally grasping like, hey, there's so much more that is required in making a decision than leaning on my logic. I've got to include all of my feelings, and I've got to observe my surroundings, and I need the full access to my sight. I need to see everything. And there is this like self-defense, this fear, some sort of fear is shifting in you, something that you guys have been afraid of. You're not afraid of it anymore. You're not afraid to move forward. And I feel like there is this metamorphosis that's happening in the realm of your subconscious mind. I also feel like there could be a decision or a choice to make about a mom, a baby mama, someone with cancer placements. Yeah, there's definitely a mom. Empress energy. A mom or a wife, or if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful. There could be some sort of like, do not have unprotected sex. The Empress at the center of the reading means some of you are about to get pregnant, or you're about to meet somebody that is that you feel like has like wifey or spousal kind of qualities that you would really like, which is why I'm telling you, it's like, get clear about what you want. Venus goes into Virgo, and it's 9 of Pentacles energy. There could definitely be a new relationship, a new healing modality that you fall in love with. But ultimately, the Empress at the center of the reading is asking you, are you aware of your power? Are you aware of who you are? Are you in the position to really start embodying your creative side, to start embodying that artistic side, not just being, you know, what is expected of you, or there could be just like a branching out. I feel like it's time to definitely start understanding that something, there's some sort of harvest. If you like put to end, some of you, and okay, some of you are actively delaying becoming the Empress because you know it requires you seeing some shit that you will never be able to unsee, walking away from some stuff that maybe has been comfortable for a very long time. But there is something that like ends. Something needs to end so that, and something needs to end because it's dead. Because it's like, there is a natural life cycle to everything that is real. Everything that is alive dies at some point. Because everything that is natural has a life cycle. Now, when we start getting into some weird shit that technology is going to be creating soon, we'll talk about that. But I also feel like some of you, if you have things that you need to say to your mom, if you have grudges that you have been holding, or things that you have been like biting your tongue about, it's time to find a way to eloquently articulate your shit and say what needs to be said. You don't have forever. There is no such thing as forever. Not on this plane. You know what I mean? And so there is this there is this need to, I feel like, lay something to rest. Lay it to rest, and then get yourself out back in nature so you can rejuvenate. I feel like being by water is very important. Every card has water depicted. There is some sort of rejuvenation. It is a time to be alone enough so that you can feel your feelings, so that you can start to meditate, so that you can start to pray, or so that you can figure out what it is that you believe in. And when you figure out what you believe in, you're going to start doing something about it, because that's what Capricorns do. Wow, the star came out reversed, so I'm going to honor that. This came out for, I feel like, Sagittarius too, or Scorpio. The Empress has been out a lot. And that's because that Uranus retrograde in Taurus, but also that conjunction that we had. I feel like there is this comfortability that has with the self that has to be established first before you can properly and appropriately start dreaming as big as the divine needs you to start dreaming. Final card, final message. You're not dreaming big enough. There are people, there are connections, there are things in the way that have kept you from like realizing how big a fucking deal you are, you know? And it's just like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Excuse me. Please clarify. One last card, final message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One card, please. One card, one message. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like you may start running with a different crowd. Or there could be just people in the group like falling off or in some sort of way. I feel like there is a period of isolation that's needed. Some of you have been around too many people. Final card being the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel like this is helping you. There's some sort of, there may be some, I feel like is somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, maybe even Virgo placements. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. It's like something isn't like even. The Empress would never pair with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't even think the Empress would fuck around with the Knight of Pentacles. The Empress may fuck around with the King of Pentacles, but the Empress is only going to pair and be seen with and procreate with the Emperor. Because there are levels to this shit. As uncomfortable as that may make some of you, it doesn't make Capricorn uncomfortable, because you know this on some level. And I feel like some of you are attaching yourselves to things that are not like, it's like something is not equal or balanced, and it's coming up to be analyzed, and then analyzed in Virgo season, then equalized in Libra season. Bottom of the deck being the Queen of Swords. I feel like there are very important things that need to be said, especially if they involve people with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius too, placements. But big time Aquarius is showing up. Scorpio, Taurus, here in Aquarius. 3 major arcana. But underneath the bottom of the deck was, I feel like in order for Virgo season, it's like the objective is to get to the other side. It's like this is the end and then the ultimate beginning. That Pisces, Aries kind of access, but that's not what these are. I feel like just that's what it makes me think of. This is actually a Aquarius or Capricorn, and Aquarius or Aries, depending on who you talk to. But I do feel like the name of the game, the objective in Virgo season, is to establish really healthy boundaries, to be able to speak really clearly, especially at events, at weddings, to say what you want. Some of you maybe are thinking about getting married, thinking about traveling, or there is an event that you're traveling for. There's a lot of fun. But I do feel like there's an end of an era with the world coming out. Some of you, you travel somewhere and you realize, wow, there's some like wow moment, epiphany kind of moment, where you start to really tap into a new level of faith by way of reconnecting with yourself, ultimately, Capricorn. So let's take a quick little glance at this. First card out to be clarified on the Selenite throne is, how do you respond to change? How do you respond to endings? Are you still grieving? Is there still mourning going on? Is there still stuff going on with the wife, or a mother-in-law, or a sister-in-law? It could be a boss or an authority of some nature. I feel like there's still grieving, possibly. Trying to figure out how to handle a change, how to respond to some sort of change. And I feel like you may be at odds with somebody. You're not seeing something clearly. And ultimately what I feel like you're not seeing is your power. You're not seeing your sovereignty. You're not wielding your sovereignty as wisely as the divine needs you to. And I feel like there are people and things that have gotten in the way, and they're coming to an end, whether you want them to or not. There is a divine guiding, and that guiding may be really uncomfortable. You are clearly showing up comfortable in like the status that you have acquired. But it feels like that's not all. That's not it. That's how I just heard. And I feel like there's just some situation in your life where it's like, make sure that you're not fucking settling again. Make sure that you're not settling for less. Make sure you're not talking yourself into something. Make sure that you're not operating and agreeing to things from a place of hopelessness, or, you know, a lack of faith in some sort of way. It's going to be a juicy ass plunge. Jeez. $27 is my lucky number. I feel like it's funny that the card of luck, well, not the card of luck, a card of luck is out, and the star says that you can have what you want. I feel like what you want isn't up to par with what the divine wants for you. Damn. The divine is like, do better. There are portals to go through. There's just another level. There's another level. And slowly and steadily you will arrive there. I love you. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.